Hi, it's Jeremy from Image Science, and I am here in Yokohama in Japan for the CP Plus Photo Festival. BenQ have brought me out to meet up with Chris Bai, who is the development of Colour at BenQ. So we'll just go and do that. Hi Chris, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you again, Jeremy.
It's been about 5 years now since we first met.
Yeah.
I first met Chris about 5 years ago when he came to Australia with the introduction of the PG24 model.
Nice area, I have to say.
Yeah, thank you. We like it. We're enjoying Japan over here as well. It's a very exciting time with BenQ because they have a really excellent range for photographers and illustrators and so forth at very aggressive price points. Great performance. So we're very happy to meet you.
Thank you.
That's good. So to start off, shall we talk a little bit about the BenQ range? Because we have a lot of customers who come to us and they're a little bit new to BenQ in this market, and they hear terms like SW and PV.
Right.
They don't really know what they are and what the differences are between them. So if you could take us through that, that would be great.
Of course. I'll go from the easy one that for the PV. That stands for professional video.
Yep.
So, but it's not only for video, made for video. It's also good for all good color accuracy and stuff. So basically it has a really good uniformity, and the color accuracy is really wonderful. 99% Adobe RGB color space, 96% of DCI P3. So actually it works in both roles.
We've had a lot of interest from video people as well as print and photography and so on. So
exactly.
And the feedback's been excellent. So,
that's wonderful to hear. And the next range will be our SW series. That's for enthusiasts in the photography. So basically, if you work with raw file format, then definitely Adobe RGB color space monitor will help you through that because you can maintain all your colors from the beginning to the very end. So you're not losing any colors.
No, that's great. So you much better, you see what you get when you're doing your work, which is critical. Well, one other thing I like very much about the BenQ approach is you package everything together. So you don't just get the monitor, but you also get the hood, and you get the little quick control pod.
Quick control hockey pod,
that thing's great. And so on, it's completely programmable, which is very exciting, and so on. People love that. But it's the complete package all ready to go, and all the cables and so on. So it makes it very easy for the consumer. We've had a lot of success with with both really, the PV27 and the SW27.
That's good to know.
They've both been going very well. And we're excited by some new models that are coming.
Right.
SW24 and on my own personal desk right now I have the SW271.
That's my favorite.
I've been blown away by that. I mean, in Australia it's $1,600, which, just to put it in context, makes it dramatically cheaper than anything that's a similar quality. It's really exciting.
The most important part is Adobe with 4K packed in a 27-inch. I think that's most important because that gives you a really, really high pixel density, And that's important because when you actually look at the image on that monitor, you think that's alive.
It is. It's super sharp.
Super sharp.
The extra pixels, it really helps with dimensionality.
Exactly.
Everything looks much more like it's coming out of the monitor.
Coming out of the monitor, it's more like a 3D object coming out right now. So that's how our eyes work like that. So that's my favorite for now.
Yeah, for sure.
So
it's very good, and we had a little chat earlier, and we were talking about how Adobe have finally fixed up their interface scaling so that it works very nicely on a 4K monitor. Because a lot of people have not been buying 4K because you had tiny little fonts. You literally couldn't see the palettes, and now that is finally, as of about a month ago, it is fixed and looking so much better. So for me, I've experimented with 4K monitors over the last couple of years, but until that happened, Adobe came along, and then this monitor that at such a good price point came along. I've put it on my own desk and used it for the last few weeks. Fantastic. It's really
perfect timing right now.
Yeah, it is. It is perfect timing, and at a price point that's unbelievable. Really, there's nothing to compete. So I expect it to be very popular, and I know already our customers, they're ringing me every day, going, "Tell me more," and so on. It's good. So until recently, the most popular model with our clients has actually been the PV270. I think the fact that it's uniformity corrected has been quite popular, even with photographers and so on. Can you tell me a little bit about the uniformity goals of the two ranges and what you aim for there?
Basically, we would like the uniformity be as good as what the paper looks like. When you take a picture of paper, it looks flat, it looks even, So that's what we're trying to achieve on the monitor. So if you put a white background there, you can see very even. That's what we're trying to achieve. So in spec-wise, we're talking about 10%, but in real life, it's better than 10%.
That's great. But it's different between the SW and the PV?
Yes.
Or
Well, we do this in PV range.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But SW range, we do some correction, but not at this is quite the same.
Yeah, no, but I have to say, looking at the new SW271, it's very good. It's very uniform. It's quite impressive. I was surprised actually. I was expecting a little bit more. So, and so on. Yeah, well, it's a common problem. I mean, I would say in this day and age, the most common problem that people contact me about is uniformity.
Is uniformity? Yes.
Possibly, and backlight bleed is another one that.
There's
a more kind of related in a way, but
more or less interrelated though.
Exactly. But I was also impressed with the backlight or the lack of backlight bleed on the SW271. I found the whole thing very good. So
I'm very glad somebody finally noticed. I'm so glad, Jeremy. Thank you.
I noticed. I wrote a little review, and my first line is something like, "Hey, it really doesn't have any backlight bleed." And so it's really surprising.
Yes, because we put a lot of effort in this model, so we want to make sure it's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
A credit to you.
We make a lot, but just we don't brag a lot about this, but
well, that's what I'm
generally
for.
say that.
But I'm not really bragging. What I do is I line them up with other monitors from other brands, and I just look at them and so on. And I run a service bureau. I mean, half of my life is high-end digital color and making sure that my clients' images exactly match what they're seeing.
Exactly.
When they come into our office and they put them up on a screen, they want to make sure that that's the print they're going to get. They're going to pay hundreds of dollars for print.
Oh yeah,
they
of course.
Want it to be right.
That would be right.
If I always say to my customers, if a monitor is good enough for me, then there's an excellent chance it's good enough for you as well.
Yeah.
Because, we have to service thousands of people in color accuracy. So
wonderful. That's nice.
Just in terms again of the future and so on, we in our chat earlier, you did mention something about a PV271. Are you okay to talk about that on camera, or would you prefer not to yet?
Well, I can tell a little bit about it because that's more into the video space and it's more for the HDR content. So basically, you have local theming control. So backlight it will be controlled separately. Okay, and then it will comply with DCI-P3 color space as well as the Adobe RGB color space. So it fits in both worlds.
Right.
So print, video, all in one package.
That will probably be very popular as well.
That would be very popular.
That's great.
Because I know a lot of people, like especially photographers, right? They're doing like video works and also photography works as well.
So absolutely true. I think about a third of the photographers we work with now would say that they're either equal in video or even perhaps more so in video. There is a big shift towards that, and you can see that everywhere. The cameras themselves, everything is converging on this all-in-one device with 4K video or 6K or 8K. I mean, some of the cameras I've seen out on the floor today are mind-boggling.
Exactly.
It's very impressive.
Very impressive. Yeah. So we're trying to catching up.
Yeah, sure. In terms of the accessories and so on, one thing I love is that all your monitors come with a hood, and the hood can be rotated and so on.
Yes, especially on the SW series, right? The SW series here, you can see we have horizontal ones. We also have vertical ones.
How important do you think a hood is really in the bigger scheme of things?
It's really important because when we actually do calibration, right? We also put the calibrator on the monitor itself, right? It's not capturing any ambient light.
No, sure. The calibrators are protected from ambient light.
Right. Okay. So, but then when your viewing condition might not be ideal as in the dark room. So there must be a lot of ambient light coming in. So the hood is here to protect the image being affected by the ambient light, which is very important.
It is indeed, particularly with your blacks, because the surface becomes very mirror-like, and so on. So when you can, if you don't have this protection, you start seeing very strong optical flare.
Which is not a good idea.
It's not a good idea. No, and I think a lot of people underestimate how important it is to remove that from their setup.
Exactly.
And so on.
And since you're talking about the hood, I must say about this. Feel this fabric here and look at the fabric.
Yeah, wow, it's nice. It's very soft and
there is no reflection from this.
It's velvet basically, isn't it?
Yes. It's attracting the light. Because if you don't do that, then these panels will be even lighted up.
Sort of black mirror there. Yeah, sure.
So that's not good. So we spend a lot of time, 3 months, just picking out this fabric.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's attention to detail. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's great. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, that's very, very nice.
And also, you can notice the bezel are not black; they are dark gray.
Sure.
There are reasons for that. Because dark bezels will make your contrast even more. So you might be underdoing some contrast adjustment.
Sure.
If you're looking at black bases.
That's because I mean that's the whole principle that your eye very much balances on the black and the white that's in front of it. Exactly. Yeah. Which is why it's so important to get the white point right.
Making gray become more neutral. Because less confusion for your eyes.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah, indeed. Well, that's another good thing to talk about is the neutral performance of these, particularly the new one, the PV and so on. It's very good. It's nice, and we have a lot of customers who are black and white aficionados.
Right.
So it's exciting to see good uniform, good neutrality from the greys, because a lot of monitors, you pick up a typical iMac or whatnot, and if you look at it closely, I mean, superficially it looks good. But if you put a black and white image on it, you'll see a nice pink corner over here. If it's just a grayscale, you watch the grayscale sort of track like this.
Exactly.
So it's a tricky thing, and I think that a lot of customers, I always say that if anything, it's harder for the monitor to get neutrals right than it is to get the colors right, because a small amount of color error gets lost in all that, in all that color. But in neutrals, your eye is completely unforgiving.
Exactly.
So it's a real test of a monitor, which is why I love to demonstrate them. And, it's a harsh test, exactly. It's good.
So did you tell your customer that PV270 you only need 5 minutes to warm it up?
Well, look, I do. I talk about that. They're very quick to warm up. I've never actually put a figure on it and so on. I wasn't. So it's 5 minutes is what you think?
You can do it 5 minutes because we have a backlight sensor at the panel.
Right.
So you'll monitor the color temperature and do adjustment to make it really quickly.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, a typical monitor, and I mean, I've measured some Dells and things like that. And for the first hour or so,
you're jumping up and down.
It's quite remarkable. Your eye doesn't see it, but it is having an effect.
But at that stage, if you do calibration, then your calibration will be all off.
For sure, indeed. So that's great, and that's just an efficiency improvement, which is important as well. Especially for working professionals, they don't want to sit there waiting half an hour. No, that's very good.
Now you put it there. Okay, go get a coffee. Come back. You can do the calibration.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But I mean, that's another great thing about direct hardware calibration is though you can basically put the calibrator on and then walk away. You don't need to fiddle with any of the settings anymore. I mean, the BenQ menus are actually quite nicely laid out, and it's quite easy. But you never need to go in there, really.
You just need to click next.
Yeah, it does it all for you, because so many of our customers, they kind of come in and they go, I'm not very technical, I don't really, so, having something where you just go 6500 Kelvin, gamma 2.2 or whatever.
That's it.
Go. And then it just does it all. Yeah, you can save it.
Next time you just click that, right?
For sure, and even better, you can save multiple calibrations. So when you do get a little more sophisticated with your workflow, you can say, for example, print specific and web calibration. Which is a real thing, because so many customers of ours, they're no longer just working for print, but they're doing a lot of electronic delivery. It's just the reality of the modern imaging world. I mean, my heart lies in print. But the reality is commercial photographers are generally supplying electronically now. So that's what they have to get right and they have to think about. And that's still an sRGB world for the most part.
Exactly. But the world has been changing.
It has, and it's getting wider and wider. But I also found quite interesting, watching TVs and monitors really converge on a similar sort of point. For example, local dimming in a new model of yours, that comes from TV, really, doesn't it? So it's an interesting technology, and to see it on a desktop is exciting. So,
but our monitor, we make sure we don't do any additional adjustment. We don't do any enhancement.
No, indeed,
so
for
no
sure.
Cosmetic here.
No. Well, it's why you can never use a TV.
Exactly.
Like some people they remote. I've got a 40-inch plasma. Why would I use a 24-inch monitor? And well, it's not really the same thing. If you love sharpening artifacts, sure. Use a great Sony TV or whatever. But it's not. It's not the same thing at all. No. These are professional tools.
Exactly.
For professional uses. Indeed. Chris, I'd really like to thank you. It's been a pleasure to meet you again and to chat through it all. And I'm sure that customers and so on will benefit.
So.
And don't be a stranger. Come to Australia, visit us again.
Of course, that's what I wanted to do so much.
You always have an official invite. Always come along.
Thank you very much.
We have great coffee in Melbourne.
Yes, I love coffee.
Well, perfect. Come and visit us. All right. So thank you very much for your time. And we'll say goodbye. Right, well that's it for today, folks. I hope you've found that interesting and enjoyed some of the material. And if you want a BenQ demo, we have lots of demo models, and they really do have a great range. So come on into Image Science, and we'll spend time talking through your needs and make sure you get the right screen for your needs. Thank you very much.